So you've probably all heard the rumours that Warner Brothers is up for sale and that other companies, including Netflix, are interested in buying them and merging the companies. All of this has been coinciding with Zack Snyder posting behind the scenes images of all those beloved characters from the Snyderverse. Zack Snyder has been working for Netflix for a while now, creating and crafting these big franchises for the company, which all kind of seem to flop. But it seems that people are putting two and two together and everyone thinks the Snyderverse is coming back. And I'm here to tell you, don't do it. First of all, I don't think it's going to happen anyway. It seems incredibly messy considering James Gunn is trying to craft the new DCU, and by bringing the DCEU back with all of Zack Snyder's characters, it just seems silly, it just seems messy, and it will just be very confusing for people. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of the Snyderverse. Look at me, I'm wearing a Zack Snyder's Justice League jumper, and I'm in no doubt that Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill were absolutely wonderful in those title roles. I love Ben Affleck as the rough, downtrodden Batman that spent years and years being beaten down by this ruthless Gotham. And I love Henry Cavill. Yes, that iteration isn't as bright and uplifting as the new film, but there's something so beautiful and raw that surrounds that character in Man of Steel. I bloody love it. But a lot of time has passed and there are a lot of question marks surrounding some of the cast members and other members of the Justice League. I don't want to name names, but I don't really care to see them anymore. Yes, there was a time when this was so fresh and it was amazing, and the possibilities of having a Snyder cut or delving deeper into the Snyderverse, it was such an amazing and cool idea. So many story threads that were just left untouched. You know, like what happened to Robin? What was Darkseid's next move? And does George Clooney still have his back credit card? But the excitement has moved on to something more fresh and something more uplifting and something just a little less messy. Yes, that is the DCU. I'm all on board for the DCU now. I don't think we need to delve back into the DCEU. Never mind how much I loved it and adored it at the time. It would just seem like such a ludicrous decision from James Gunn or anyone high up in the company to think, hey, let's just make this even more messy and bring the Snyder Cut back. It ain't happening. Plus, I'll be incredibly surprised if any of the actors want to come back to this doomed universe. The Snyder Cut was such a beautiful project, it was such a beautiful way it all came together. A little toxic, but still kind of beautiful. And even the Flash seemed like a nice little bow on the whole universe. Messing it up even more, up to the fact that George Clooney was Batman again. And nobody wants that. Let's all look to the future for something a lot brighter and very beautiful. And as Flash once said, life is locomotion. If you're not moving, you're not living. Let's move on from the DCEU. It was wonderful while it lasted, but it's time to go on to a new universe. The new Superman, a new Batman, and a new Justice League. But what do you think? Do you think Netflix should start the Snyderverse up again? Do you think it's a silly idea? Do you even want to see the DCU succeed? I want to hear all your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again next time.